Hello. Today I want to talk to you about the common types of addictions that we have. Addiction is not always about drugs or alcohol, as some of you or many of us think, but sometimes it is the things we do every day, our phones, the betting we do, even relationships, that quietly take away our lives. Then we can say we are addicted. Addiction is when something starts to control you instead of you controlling it. Let me try to unpack the common types of addiction and why they matter. For example, the first one I have here is the substance abuse or addiction. These involve harmful chemical substances, and these the common ones that I have in mind is one is alcohol. It starts with you are having fun, but it can lead to dependency, violence, or depression. The next one I have is drugs. From illegal substances like heroin to prescription drugs that are misused. Then we have nicotine, found in cigarettes and some things called vapes. Yeah, you are addicted to vape, and this happens mostly to teenagers. What are the key symptoms of these three items I have mentioned? It is craving, hiding. You hide when you are doing this. You hide. And then we have the problem of withdrawal symptoms when you want to come clean, and of course the financial problems because you have to purchase these things. The next one that is, you may not think is the behavior. Out of the word behavior, addiction. This one you may not need any substance to be addicted, but these are behaviors that can take over your life. The first one I have in mind is gambling, sports betting, casinos, lotteries, and online games that involve money. Are you one of them? Currently there is a lot of gaming going on, betting, nani atashinda mpira nini. You know, this one we lie to you like it looks like quick money, but it will end with big losses because you keep. I don't know how people bet, but I know they put small monies. What are the dangers now? You run into debt. You becoming dishonest. You may even succumb to stealing, to lead to family conflicts because you are not in conformity with the tenets of your family. Then of course we have the social media and internet. Obsession with TikTok, Instagram, or likes. This one leads to low esteem because your post, nobody has liked it. To lead to FOMO, fear of missing out. Yeah. It can even go further into procrastination. Then we have gaming. We'll have a lot of hours lost online or on mobile games. This may lead to skipped meals. You don't have time for food, poor sleep, and for those in school, they'll fail. Of course, they don't do their homework. From gaming, I'll move on to pornography and sex addiction. Very quiet, secretive, but very dangerous. You look at a human being, somebody standing tall, you won't tell whether he's addicted or not, or he or she. But I assure you, because these things are done in secret, you wouldn't want to know what happens. This damages how we view love, intimacy, and real relationship, because now it is all self-centered. It is all centered in myself, me. There is another addiction that is, people may think it is not an addiction, but the addiction of shopping, buying things to feel better, going shopping without a list, and then you pick anything. It gives you what you call short-lived happiness, but long-term guilt. And the end of then you end up in financial problems. The third item is about emotional and relationship addictions. Cringe behavior. Today there are so many crows, but that is life. I hope they are not addicted to making noise. And if they are, that is their life. Oye, sawa. Cringe behavior, feeling empty or anxious when alone. That's the effect. Then of course some of us stay in toxic relationships out of fear, not love. I remember talking about manipulation. Some of us have constant need for attention or approval or validation. Yes, we are addicted to that. Not forgetting that not all relationships are healthy. Some are addictions disguised as love. Why is addiction dangerous? Because it takes away our willpower to choose. We are not able to choose what is right or wrong because we are addicted to that. It hides pain but never heals it. And over time, it leads to anxiety, depression, broken relationships, poor performance in school, and even health issues. Now, how can we break free from these things? I think number one is to face it. Just admit it, and that is the first step. Then you need to talk to someone, a mentor, somebody you believe in, trust some trusted fellow out there, a counselor or anybody. Then of course, step 3, you'll need to replace it with something like hobbies, sports, service to humanity, things like that. Volunteer elsewhere, someplace. And then you need to set limits. You can use screen timers, and then you block betting apps, or even create budgets for different things concerning your money. And then of course you need to believe in recovery, because I have seen people recover. Remember, there is a guy somewhere in Limuru. If you see him today, you will not believe it is the same guy who he was collecting papers. He was going nuts. He had gone to the extent of going nuts because of addiction of drugs, misuse or abuse of drugs. Now, before I go, I need to remind you that addiction whispers that you cannot live without something, but the truth is you are created to live in freedom, and no one is too far gone to make a change. Start small, seek help, and choose to heal. Do not let a temporary escape become a lifelong prison, okay? I want to give you a challenge for the week, either a week or two. You choose the habit that you'd like to control this particular week. You write it down, and then go to the 5 steps I gave you, and I can assure you, if you follow them, gospel like we do when we are preached, I can assure you, you are going somewhere. Meanwhile, I wish you all the best, quick recovery if you are, and if you have not entered to addiction, you need to read my book. Nobody told me that ganja was deadly, and see what happens, how people go to jail because of addictions of drug abuse. Otherwise, bye bye, see you.